Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Keep playing hard. On the ready. 52 by 52. Here we go. We're out. Quick.
On first down, Peyton, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they give this time to the tailback. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Peyton. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Let's get off the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Here's Hester.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think that
There he goes, right side. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Walter Payton, 81 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check three, check three, check three.
Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. 13 yards there and a Niner first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And some space here. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Dave. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Walter Payton. 26 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run on first down. Payton. He's got a first down past the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Got him in on the right sideline. That's Holt. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Sharp. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards, so barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards is the tally on first. Able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ed Reed showing us why he was so prolific at picking off passes. And doesn't just pick them off, partner. He returns them. Although not on that play, but he does have 2 of the longest pick sixes in NFL history.
Yeah, he had one for 106 yards. That was back in 04. And then he topped that, broke his own record in 2008 with a 108-yard return. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Devin Hester. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
43 the mic, boy. 43. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Jackson flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a to throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Jackson on first down, dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left, and that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Moss for a Bronco touchdown. Randy Moss, 56 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down now, Peyton. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. Check 50. Check.
On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Randy Moss, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. The tackle by Brian Dawkins.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Wild Bill. Check 26.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson now, throwing on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Walter Payton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Elam on here for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They run the counter. Peyton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find Walter. That's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Peyton. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football.